Buyer's agents, this video is for you. Do you want to get more buyers? I'm going to give you 3 videos you need to send to every prospective buyer to get more buyer agreements. All right, guys, it's Todd here. We're going to be talking about the 3 videos, if you're a buyer's agent, that you've got to be recording and you've got to be sending to your prospective buyers to land more buyer agreements. I love this. This is a no-brainer. Biggest no-brainer on the planet. You ready? Listen, we know we follow a proven process. We've talked about this before. When opportunity comes a knocking, you better be prepared. What does that mean? Well, you've got a process. There's a proven process that you will follow. It always starts with the intake form. If you don't have an intake form, go to the description. I'll include a link. You can have ours. But you've got to follow the process. Now, once you've done the intake form, your last item on the intake form is to schedule the next appointment. Where is the next appointment? The next appointment is in your office. Y'all, the rules have changed. You cannot go out and show property unless you have a buyer representation agreement. So get the buyer representation agreement. Well, as we all know, we're all a little bit like, well, wait a minute, how do I do that? How do I sell value? Listen, we're gonna treat buyers now the same way we treated sellers, and that is we're going to provide them a great value. We're gonna deliver a great message, a great presentation, we're gonna sell the value, and of course they're gonna hire you because like not having a buyer's agent would be like going to court and not having an attorney, okay? Like nobody would in a million years do that. So let's get good at this, let's move on. All right, so what were the 3 videos? I've scheduled my appointment. The buyer is gonna be coming into the office and I'm gonna be handling all of the things that are part of my proven process. The modern day proven process. Go search it on our YouTube channel. It's there. Maybe I'll link that one down in the description as well. You're going to do that at the appointment. But what do you do? What can be done to start building value and clear expectations in advance? So that by the time they get there, they're already sold on you and they're already ready to sign with you. Well, I like 3 videos. The first video is what I would call establishing expectations. It's the, hey, look, I'm really looking forward to meeting with you at the office. Can't wait to meet and talk about the da-da-da-da-da-da. I find that this is a great opportunity for us to begin the conversation about timing and expectations of timing. And I'm just gonna use a 3-month as an example. And I would write out, okay, on a whiteboard behind you maybe, or you can use an iPad if you've got some technology. Right? And I would just simply write out, here's month 1, here's month 2, here's month 3, right? Representing 90 days. And I would look at it and say, hey, listen, you know what, a typical deal here, you know, like if I wanted to be gone and I wanted to have a new place to live within 90 days, well, a typical deal is going to take about 45 days from the moment that we get the accepted offer to close, right? So we're gonna mark off 45 days. Right? So that leaves us 45 days left. And you know, it takes us about 5 days of negotiating once we find the right property. So we'll mark off another 5 days. And then, you know, typically speaking, it takes about 17 days for us to really be showing you all of the properties before you find the perfect property for you. And so I'm gonna mark off another 17 days. And you know, you keep going, right? We're like, okay, well now we gotta get you pre-approved and that's gonna take you another week. And so as you can see, we really only have 2.5 weeks, maybe 2 weeks to get working on your behalf. And what I find is a lot of people never really understand the timing, and I just want to make sure that you understand the timing because I think it's a good business for us to start off with clear expectations, and we're going to handle everything for you. By the way, if you've got any questions, you're welcome to ask me now. Send me a text message. I did include the listing agreement, the buyer representation agreement, and the purchase and sale agreement in this email, in this text as an attachment, just so that you could maybe get a head start if you wanted to. Now, if you don't worry about it. We're gonna cover all of that in our meeting anyway. I got you back, okay? All right, so if you need anything, let me know. That's the script for that first video. The next video that you're gonna send is about your team. Y'all, if you know anything about what I teach, like I think real estate is an amazing business. I think real estate, well, it certainly changed my life, and I've seen it change hundreds if not thousands of other people's lives. But it is a strange business in that you seem to be told that as a real estate licensee, you have to be a contract specialist, a legal specialist, an inspection specialist, a lending specialist, a marketing specialist, like all these things. Like, can you imagine any other business that ever had that, like where you had to be all things to all people? Guys, it doesn't exist. The reason it doesn't exist is because it doesn't make any good business sense, which is why I'm so adamant about the fact that you got to have a great team, you got to have a great partner, you got to have a great company that you work with. So make sure you take the opportunity here to differentiate yourself in the video. So this video would be the team video. And the script for this might sound a little something like, hey, I'm so excited about seeing you at our next meeting. I wanted to take a minute. You know, this is a really complex business. It's very, very complex. And I wanted to take just a minute and explain to you that when you hire me, you're not just hiring one single agent. What you're hiring is a team of professionals. And we've got all kinds of things going on. I've got contract compliance people, I've got transaction coordination people, I've got marketing people, I've got, you know, the office, I've got my manager, I've got my brand, like I've got all of these people that are all working to your goals to help you achieve what it is that you want. So when you hire me, you get the entire team because it's a complex business. And frankly, I just don't believe that one person can do all of these things. All right, if you've got any questions whatsoever, let me know, but I just wanted you to know that when you hire me, you get an entire team. And then you move on, right? And then the third video is going to be your testimonials. Testimonials are great, y'all. It's third-party validation. But here's what I might say. I might change the verbiage on your testimonial video. I might start off with, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I just want to make sure that you had an opportunity to meet some of the people that I have had the honor, the pleasure of helping. And I just want to tell you, like, I understand that things have changed and you and I are going to need to have a relationship. We're going to have to write and sign an agreement at the conclusion of our meeting. And I just want to make sure that you got a little bit of information about who I am and what I've done from other people. But let me put it into numbers. Over the last 2 years, I've represented 20 buyers. And during the representation of those buyers, I have helped them save more than $1 million. That's $1 million in negotiations. That's $1 million in concessions. That's $1 million inspection negotiations. I just want you to know that when you hire me and you hire my team, we are going to fight for you the same way that we have fought for these folks. So here you go. If you've got any questions about how we were able to serve these folks, let me know. Right? And then you would just add to it, spliced, here are 4, 5, 6 testimonials from other people. It's third-party validation, it's social proof. These are great videos for you to convert more, right? So go ahead and record those videos. Listen, if you have something else, like a best practice that you do between the time that you first have contact with the buyer and the time that you have a meeting, and you think we should be adding it, please comment below. Like this is a community where we want to grow together, right? So go ahead and comment below. And if you know somebody who's been struggling with converting buyers, especially given that the market has changed so much, would you do me a favor? Will you make sure that you share this with them? Y'all, as an industry, 87% failure rate is totally unacceptable. We need to drive that down. I want more people to succeed in this business. And we all know that typically speaking, real estate agents start as buyer agents. And in the past, we start as a buyer agent because we lack the skill. Well, today, that's no longer acceptable. Today, we have to have that skill, the same skill that we had on the listing side, we got to have on the buyer side. So it's very, very important that we start acting like the professionals and we can help each other do this together, okay? So comment, subscribe, like, share, watch this video 100 times if you have to get those scripts for those videos, go record those videos, and I'll see you on the next video.